what's up guys? It's your girl Jazz. Thanks for tuning in. Today I will be doing a face-off instead of a review for the Atomic Cool versus the Arctic Air. Alright, so to start off, we're just going to talk about the basic look of it and just compare the two. The Atomic Cool has more of a basic heater look to it. Not necessarily a fan, or I've actually seen some fans that look like this, but traditionally the heaters kind of come in this, box long view or look, should I say. The Arctic Air has more of a box look to it, white. These are the only two styles these are the only styles that they come in. So there's not, oh, you can get the Atomic Cool in white and you can get the Arctic Air in black. No, that's not going to work. What you see is what you get. So I like the black one more just because it just blends in with a little bit more decor. It's, the Arctic Air seems like it could stand out a little bit more as I'm looking around in my background at the living room. So, just starting out with that. As far as the on and off, I like, this ginormous thing is like this big. I'm not even exaggerating. I would tilt it, but they both have water in it. I don't want that kind of mess. So, I like the fact they both turn on and off just by turning on with the button. However, the Atomic Cool seems to have a delay to it, which I learned that from another take, just because I was too impatient of just pushing buttons until I finally turned off. At least you know the truth behind the scenes. All right, let's see. A couple of things that I can think of. I like the fact that the Arctic Air has an ambient light to it. Oh, I have to turn it on first, sorry. So, does it show up on this side? Nope, it's only on this side. So, also, I've done individual videos on these, so if you want to check them out individually, more than welcome to. So this one does have an ambient light to it, which I like, especially getting them up, I like to sleep in the coldness, and I'm getting hot right now, so I'm turning the AC towards me. Sorry. I can't be having favoritism here, right? Okay, they're both on low, so it definitely works. Kind of helps me think for my next segment, part of it. All right, so that's one of the advantages of the Arctic Air. If if you're like me and you sleep at night with the cold, and maybe you're in a hotel or something like that, and you want something, you want the coldness, but you still want the light to it. Perfect option for that. As far as the temperature, I have these both on low, and it seems like the strength of the flow seems to be pretty equivalent to one another. It's given the structure of the fan. One of the things that I do like about the Atomic Cool, though, is that there's two things. One is that it has a mist feature to it, which I'm not sure if you can see right now. And even if you do have the mist on, and I'm having my hand as the mist is going on, I don't have any water on my hand at all. However, it does collect right here, so that's a bit of a downside. I also like the movement of the fan, so that way, if I'm sitting up a little bit higher than that, I can adjust the flow of the air. Unfortunately, I can't do that with the Arctic Air. So there's a couple of differences on those as well. The Atomic Cool suggests that you can add ice to it. The Arctic Air does not state that, but I don't see why you can't, because it's not like, it's just cold water. So it's going to eventually melt. It's not going to really affect anything, so I don't see why you can't do it with the Arctic Air. I'll try that here in a little bit after this, and I'll put it in the comments below to see if you can actually do that and see if it'll mess anything up. The Atomic Cool says that you can take it outside and use it as well. I don't see how you can do that unless you're within like a couple of feet from the outlet, just because of the length of it. I wish it did have, since it's saying that you can go outside, wish it had like battery operated or something like that. I don't see where you can put batteries in. The Arctic Air, I like the fact that actually, let me show you. The device, the charger, you could use it on the USB. So that's one advantage on this one. You don't necessarily have to be an outlet to it. Let's see, anything else that I can think about comparing these two? Nope. Now, the reason that you're here, we're just looking at the cosmetics of it. Sorry. The question is, which one gets colder? Because outside of looks and everything like that, I'm pretty sure most people can get past it. The question is, which one gets colder? I've had these blowing on me both, and considering the fact that the Atomic Cool has the mist, I think that's adding to the coolness to it. But overall, I honestly think that the Arctic Cool, I'm sorry, I'm combining the names. I'm sorry guys, the Arctic Air seems to be getting colder to me. And the higher that the level is, the stronger the air is. So if you're looking just for a strict coldness, and I'm pretty sure this water's gotten kind of room temperature, so if you want some colder air, I think the Arctic Air is going to get cooler, because I have ice in this one, and they're still about the same temperature with the mist. But I mean, I know I have them on two different speeds right now because I have this one going full blast. I don't have this one going, but the Arctic Air seems to get cooler to me. I could have a defective one. I don't know. I could, some people have their own opinions. My personal opinion, the Arctic Air seems to be colder. One of the things that I do like about the Arctic Air as well that the Atomic Cool does not have, it has hold on, let me turn this off and show you. On the inside, it has a filter because it's supposed to be an air purifier as well. So that, kind of kill two birds with one stone. It's also a humidifier as well, which I don't see why this one wouldn't be as well, since it has that cool air and it has the mist as well. It doesn't have it, claiming on the box. This one does, but it does have the purifier. So, like I said, kind of kill two birds with one stone. All right, before I forget, on the cords, going back to the cords, okay, there it goes. The Atomic Cool uses the standard I guess the DV is what it's called. I'm not sure what this is called. Sorry, guys. But it's not replaceable, unfortunately. I mean, of course you can replace it, but it's not, you have to go out and things like that. So that's a bit of a downside with the Atomic Cool. The Arctic Air, however, has the same attachment that I use for my cell phone. So if the cord's not long enough on this one, you can easily go get the 6-8 foot ones that they've got out there and kind of give yourself a little bit more room. Or again, as these lovely cords seem to do, they can easily break, or kind of where you break the wire and not function properly. This one's a lot easier to replace. So that's an advantage on that one as well. Might help if I can figure out how to do it when I'm not looking. Oh, there it goes. All right. So now we're also going to test the air pressure, or the sound of the air, excuse me. So this is low on the Atomic Cool, right here. And oops, this is low on the Arctic Air. Let me see if I can do them both at once, see if I can tell the difference, which one's louder. What do you think? Which one's louder? Can you tell the difference? I think it might be the Atomic Cool. It's hard to say, like I said, can't really fully hear them, but they're both pretty quiet in general. It's not super loud. Now we're going to do it on medium. It actually seems like the Arctic Cool is a little bit louder. Actually seems like it's blowing a little bit harder too. Now we're going to do full speed. Seem about the same loud. No, there it goes. The engine's taken off on this one. Seems like it does sound kind of like an engine because it's kind of like revving itself up a little bit. Yeah, the Arctic Air definitely blows out a lot stronger than the Atomic Cool. And a lot colder as well. Arctic Air, I think it might be sticking around. Atomic Cool. Sorry guys, it is going back. So overall, I think I like the Arctic Cool. I'm sorry. Yes, I like the Arctic Cool. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would make this mistake. It's not just me, especially whenever you compare them head to head. And the sad part is, it's written on it. So I don't know why I'm getting confused. The Arctic Air overall seems like it's the better quality of one. I don't see myself going outside, especially in the middle of the heat, in the middle of summer, with this thing. I don't see myself doing it. Now, for work or something like that, it wouldn't be a bad product to use. But when I'm hot, I probably need to sleep in a freezer or something like that. Although I have been tempted to do that a few times. But yeah, I've been tempted to do that in my chest freezer. Don't judge me. When I'm hot, I'm very grumpy. Then again, when I'm hungry, I'm very, very grumpy too. I can be a grumpy person. Mom, I'm pretty sure you're shaking your head and like, yep, that's the truth. Also in the morning, I'm grumpy. Okay, enough about when I'm grumpy, right? But like I said, overall, I think the Arctic Air is definitely going to be the winner. So if you want something to keep you cool this summer, pick yourself up an Arctic Air. It'll keep you cool, save you some money, and I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and stay jazzy. Thanks, guys.